Most of the time when agencies go into small business, and most of the time, in my opinion, it's a scam. These are scam services, because what you have to understand is, and this is one thing to ask too, and I'm going to do basic math for you. Let's say you get a marketing package for $1,500 per month. Okay, now this is a real number. I worked for an agency that had a marketing package for $1,500 a month. Okay, the great question to ask is, how much do you charge per hour? Because when they're doing your marketing for $1,500 a month, they're not working 40 hours a week on your stuff. They're not working 20 hours a week on your stuff. Get that idea out of your brain. Okay, this is like being an attorney. This is like paying a retainer. When you pay an attorney a retainer, they charge per hour. They have a per hour service. Okay, then they deduct all that from their retainer. So you have to think about this as a retainer. You have to think about it like you're hiring an attorney. Okay, because this is a monthly retainer that you're paying a marketing agency. You have to ask them, how much do you charge per hour? They have to charge. Any agency is going to have a per hour fee they charge. No matter if they tell you they do or don't, it has to be somewhere inside your contract in a fine print. You have to find it, or you have to ask, and you have to be, if they don't want to tell you, you have to like dig it out of them, pry it out of them. If they're not going to tell you, move on. Okay, now with this agency example I was with in LA, they charged $150 per month. Not per month. They charge $150 per hour. I'm on monthly. But they charge $150 per hour. So when you do just basic math, this is 10 hours. So what this means is they're only going to give you, put that down, they're only going to give you 10 hours a month of marketing services. Okay. So now it doesn't seem so dandy anymore. You know, you're paying them $1,500 a month. They charge $150 per hour because they have to make profit somehow. And they're only going to give you 10 hours a month. Okay, this is how they scale their services, and it gets even more crappier than this. Most of the time, they don't even do 10 hours of work, but they're still scaling. But this is one way how they scale. They're going to have something like this inside their contract. They have to legally, or you're going to sue them. Okay, they have to. So now, out of this 10 hours a month, they're going to treat it like an attorney. Okay, what they're going to do is, anytime that you send them emails, okay, anytime they do presentations for you, that maybe you meet once a week. Okay, so anytime you meet with them once a week, either on a phone call or a Zoom call. So anytime they do a presentation, either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, they're at least going to do at least one per month, because these presentations are basically sales presentations, because they want to show you what they've done so you can keep on paying them every single month. Okay, so these presentations are sales presentations. So when they do emails, they put time into presentations, they put time into your reports that they give you weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. They deduct all this time from this 10 hours. Okay. So, how much time did this take? I mean, lots of times it's exaggerated because sometimes they're pre-made. It's the same way when you run an SEO report, unless you have a huge company, most of the time these SEO reports are done in 10 minutes. Now, of course, they're going to tell you it took them 2 hours, but lots of times this stuff is done pretty quick. But they do take a lot of time into reporting and presentations, because remember what I said, these reports and presentations are a sales tactic for you to pay them every single month. It's sales. They're salesmen, period. Okay, they want you to pay every single month. They put a lot of time in these presentations. So, just from experience, out of 10 hours of work, they probably at least take 5 hours of their time doing these presentations, meeting with you. Maybe they meet with you 1 hour a week. Well, that hour is going to be deducted. So just with emails and presentation reports, they've done no marketing for you, no digital marketing. They've done zero SEO, if you're hiring them to do your SEO, and they've already taken up 5 hours of your time. 5 hours, billable hours. So now all of a sudden, this 10 hours is dropped to 5 hours. At best case scenario, now they're only doing about 5 hours of work. You hope they're doing 5 hours of work. So at this point, they even still cut corners. Okay, especially, this can get really confusing if you've been with agencies, if you've seen agencies' plans, or their different packages. Lots of times they include a whole bunch of different things and packages because it's too easy to fool you. It's too easy to play you because you don't know. And what I mean by this is lots of times what they will do is they will add, even in SEO packages. I see most SEO packages don't even focus on SEO. They say they're running an SEO audit, they're doing competitive research. All of a sudden they're doing your email campaigns, they're writing emails for you, they're doing a blog, they're doing your Google ads and Facebook ads, and so forth and so forth. So what they end up doing is they will do your email campaigns. Okay, they will run your ads. Okay, but that's something you can directly see that's being done, but they start cutting corners at stuff that you don't know, that you're just going to have industry experience to make sure that they're doing your stuff, or you're going to have to, you're going to have to be experienced in SEO to see or know what they're doing. So this is something to put in the back of your mind. Okay, now to go on, to kind of move on from this and kind of tell you what I would do if you're spending this much money. Okay. Now, if you're paying a marketing service below $1,000, they're 100% ripping you off most of the time. Who's going to do marketing services for $500 a month? Look at it logically. They're probably working an hour. They're probably putting an hour of time into your stuff, and that's it. And you're paying them $500 for an hour. So these are real numbers. So at this point, if you're really paying someone at an agency $1,200 to $2,000 per month, so let's take $2,000. Now in LA, you can't hire nobody. It's under minimum wage. You can't hire nobody for full time for $2,000 a month. But you can hire someone part time. Okay, you can hire someone part time in-house that either you have them work from home, or you have them come to your dental practice with their laptop, or you give them a laptop and they work for you in-house part-time. Whatever hours per week that you guys agree to. This is what I would do if I was you. If I had my own dental practice, I would hire part-time in-house. So I would take this $2,000 I'm paying an agency that's not getting me results because they're not doing the work. If you're not getting results, they're not doing the work. So bottom line. So I would take this $2,000, hire someone part-time. Now, even if you paid someone $2,000 a month, okay, and they truly, let's lowball this, even if they gave you, even if they gave you 5 hours a week, okay, in-house, okay, it could be 10 hours a week, but let's keep it low. Even if I came in for $2,000 a month and I say, okay, I'll agree to come in, I'll do your SEO and digital marketing, get you set up, blah, 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 for 5 hours a week, I'll give you 5 hours a week for me to do this. You pay me $2,000 a month. Well, at the end of the month, I've given you 20 hours of my time. I've given you 20 hours of my time. I'm in-house. You know what I'm doing. I'm not doing any of these presentations and reports for you because I'm in-house. You can see me. Now we might, of course we'll do communications and stuff like that, but I'm basically what I'm doing, I'm basically canceling off this 5 hours a marketing agency would be spending, charging you like an attorney, charging you like a retainer, because an attorney is going to charge you for anything. You waste their time, you talk to them, you call them, you send them an email, that's 15 minutes of their time, bottom line. So I basically saved you money here. Then an agency is only going to give you at max, off of a $1,500 one, a max of 10 hours, which we just shortened it to 5 hours. But now with the same amount of money, I'm giving you 5 hours a week, and I'm lowballing it. Okay? Someone might do this for 10 hours a week. So this money right here is going to be, you're going to profit way better. It's way more smarter to hire in-house, part-time or full-time. Bottom line, stop giving this money to agencies. I'm telling you, I've been in these agencies, and in these examples, the agencies that really focus on their niche market is small business. I mean, oh my goodness. I don't want to say they're scamming you, but they're not doing their services because you're not paying enough money. The agencies out there that are great A-list agencies, you just can't afford. Bottom line, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but these agencies that have top clients, their minimum client, get this, their minimum client might be paying $10,000 per month. So that's way different from over here. So that's why huge brands, get. I mean, that's why huge brands get things done. That's why everything is working. Their digital marketing is working. Their SEO is working because they're paying for it. So again, if you spend this amount of money, take it, hire an in-house. Even though it takes time to find someone good, even though it takes time to try to interview and hire and stuff like that, but this is way better for your money, way better for your business, doing it this way than throwing it away with these agencies. But other than that, my friends, this was a long one, a long SEO BS. But I was kind of in the training mode to kind of stick inside when we talk about marketing and dentistry, marketing and medical practices, urgent cares and stuff like that. But hopefully that helped you out. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll reach out to you, try to answer everything. But anyway, I'll see you in the next episode of SEO BS.